In this workshop, I'm going to talk about how you can prepare your child for an upcoming school year, how you can support them, and how you can partner with your child's school to make learning enjoyable for your youngster. So, one of the keys is to start the school year right. And you want to ask your child questions. And you want to avoid yes or no questions. Yes or no questions allow your child to not have to think deeply or critically about what he or she is saying. By asking critical questions, you set your child up for realistic learning. So if they say they want to be a software engineer, they will learn in time that they will have to take many STEM courses. And this helps students to understand what lies for them down the road. So you want to ask your child probing questions. And for example, you could ask your child, what are you looking forward to this year? Or what do you want to get better at? And this will set them up to create a vision for their learning. They'll see that education is something that is an experience that they need to be connected to. You also want to have your child think about the future by asking them questions like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Or what do you need to know in order to do that? So this goes back to what I just said about setting up your students for your child for practical learning, in that they will make informed decisions and choices about how they approach their learning. So if they are looking forward to being a software engineer, they're probably going to put a little more work in their math and science classes when they start the school year. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind when you're starting the school year is you want to avoid the summer slide. So the summer slide refers to the time in the summer when kids are not in school, they're not using the skills that they've learned in school. And what happens during this time is that kids forget a lot of that information that they learned because they're not using it. So there are a couple of ways that you can help your child avoid this summer slide, and any slide in particular, that's when the child is not in school. So you want to keep a learning routine. So a learning routine could be reading for 30 minutes each day, or doing a flashcard activity in an area where the child needs to grow. You want to set mini goals for your child. A mini goal could be to write a letter or to write in a journal for 10 minutes each day. And you want to check for understanding. And check for understanding means to find out if your child is connecting with the purpose of the assignment that you're giving your child. So checking for understanding could look like asking your child, what did you learn when you read for 30 minutes today? Or what did you write about in your journal? Now, the second part of preparing your child for elementary success is your support. And that involves staying positive about learning. Now, your beliefs rub off on your child. So you want to talk in a positive manner about learning, your child's teacher, even if you change your mind about the teacher later on, or you want to engage in learning talk with your child every day. And these are ways to build a positive attitude about learning in your child. You don't want to talk negatively about school and learning in front of your child. Like I said earlier, parent beliefs rub off on their children. Now, you want to also talk to your kids about school every day. When kids know that you talk to the teacher regularly, that you're going to check their homework, and what your expectations are, they are significantly more likely to perform to your expectations. If you have poor expectations about school and learning, their performance is likely to match your beliefs. Now, one way that you can help build this success in your child in the elementary years is to visit your child's school. Family participation in school helps build social and academic success. It builds and fosters a sense of community and safety in your child. When your child knows that you go up to the school, you talk to the teacher, you talk to the administrators, they're going to have a sense that you know what's going on in school and that you can relate to what is going on for them on a daily basis. And another way that you can partner with the team at your school, your child's school, is to communicate regularly with the teacher. Whether you use phone calls, emails, notes, text messages, the school website, or any mode that works for you, staying in regular communication with your child's school is essential. It helps develop a sense of urgency and importance with your child around education. You want to attend parent-teacher conferences. If you can't make it, you can contact the school and set up a time frame in which you can get an in-depth review of your child's performance. You want to find out who the specials teachers are. The specials teachers are the non-core subject teachers like gym and art. Sometimes these teachers may have a greater connection with your child, and your child might prefer these classes. So when you're speaking with these teachers, you can find out how you can develop the learnings that your children get from these classes with your child at home. And finally, in conclusion, you want to keep learning routines before the school year starts. Learning is a lifelong endeavor, and building that excitement around education starts when the child is young. You want to support learning with a positive attitude. And remember, children model parent beliefs. And finally, you want to connect with your child's school and teacher because regular communication promotes academic and social success.